Do you two consider yourselves famous?
You know what? I never know how to answer that question because it'll be like, our supporters or like random people and be like, "Oh my God, are you guys famous?" And I never know how to answer that question. I mean, we have a big following.
Yeah, big following.
We're influencers, so I mean, if you want to call us famous, you could call us famous, but it's whatever.
I've heard some people use the word well-known if they didn't want to use the word famous.
Right? Yeah, we well known. Yeah.
And by definition, when I Google the word famous, it's simply put, known about by many people.
So
that's the same thing, well-known, famous, I guess. I guess it's just the word famous just make you feel like, but damn, I'm supposed to be feeling like
so
that.
If that's the definition, then I guess we famous, because I don't know. I don't never know how to answer that question.
When it comes to platforms, and we'll just put some numbers out here, when it comes to platforms on TikTok, you guys are just about at 4 million followers.
Right
yeah. We just hit 3.9 million followers. We about to be at 4 mil.
Is that currently, and it's 2020 as of right now, is that currently your most popular platform on social media?
Yeah, it is. It's our most popular platform on social media.
Instagram is second?
Instagram is second, then YouTube.
Yeah,
and then whatever.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
What's the numbers on Instagram?
Instagram, we have 1.7 million followers.
Now, when it comes to fame, right, and we're going by the Google definition here, what is the best part of it?
I mean, just being an inspiration to so many people. It really touches my heart, like, when people come up to me and, like, they tell you how they feel about you. And, like, it's like how I looked at my idols and stuff, and I'm like, damn, like, I really put this impression on people, and that's what keeps me going. And
just motivating people and being an inspiration.
Exactly, motivating people motivates me to keep going.
Yeah,
and I like that feeling.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, what's the worst part about fame?
I guess dealing with everybody's opinion and, like, it comes with heat. We get hate every single day, but I just learned to deal with it. I never really care what nobody say. But, like, obviously you gonna click the comments and see what people gotta say. But no, I don't really care.
When you say you don't really care, that means a little bit? You do care a little bit?
No, I don't care at all, actually. Like, I don't care because at the end of the day, I learned in life that if I can't care what other people say, I'm never gonna be happy.
Exactly.
If I sit there and read every single comment and hate comment, because I'm gonna keep it a bean, like, we get a whole bunch of hate comments because, people always got something to say. But especially we open a lot with our life, like what we do, especially the BBL. People always got something to say about that. So I just learned not to care.
Angie, are you the same, or you care just a little bit?
Before I definitely used to care. I used to let that get under my skin, but I just learned. I mean, it came with it at a really young age. Before me and Cece created our own fan base, people knew me from my brother. And the hate from his was ridiculous. So, like, at a young age, just hearing that, it kind of fucks with you a little bit. But as I grew older, I'm like, I can't revolve my life around other people's opinion. I'm never going to be happy. So, it don't bother me no more. But it definitely did before.
And you're referencing your brother, Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Now, when it comes to this feeling where you don't care about people's opinions, was it a turning point in your lives where you went from caring to not caring, or was it just a natural progression of life?
A natural progression of life. It's just like, for me, it was just a natural, like, not one day, it's just like, I don't really care what people say. Like, it don't matter to me. To be honest, I don't even look at the comments no more.
So you cared one time?
Yeah, I told him that I definitely did care one time.
I never cared. I was always a twin that didn't really care what people say. I was never in the comments, none of that.
Because, sometimes in back of your head, it's like, damn, is they hating? Or, like, is they give you constructive criticism? Like, you never know. So, I don't know. But, I don't care no more.
I don't care. I'm going to do me.
And when it comes to you guys being twins, which of the two is older?
I'm older by, like, 3 minutes.
It's pretty slow. It ain't nothing.
Now, since Cece never really cared, I'll ask Angie this question here. When it does come to caring about people's opinions, right? Yeah. That can, for some, lead people to health issues, okay?
Yeah,
some people, it can lead to a certain level of stress, anxiety, depression, worst case, suicidal thoughts.
Yep.
Have you faced any of these obstacles when you did care about other people's opinions of you?
Honestly, yeah, I actually went at a really young age. I went through depression. I suffered from depression and anxiety for a really long time, and I just had to make my mind a little stronger and just like that's what grew me into not caring. But definitely before this, a lot of people don't know this, but me and my sister got a nose job at a really young age, like around 14. And honestly, I'm not saying people made me, but like it used to be really bad. So it got bad.
It was
where I just
really,
felt like
it
I
was
wanted
to fix, it was
something.
to fix our spectrum because like one of our nostrils, we couldn't breathe through one side of our thing. So it was really like medical, you know what I mean? Because we
Right.
couldn't breathe through one nostril. But that's
But
really what it was.
But yeah, it's just that little stuff that people don't know. Like people just be behind the camera just saying shit, but they don't really know how it might affect you. And like imagine like if I was the one behind the camera and typing and just saying all this dumbass shit to people, they'll probably get butthurt and probably do shit. Like, you know, it takes a strong person to overcome anxiety and depression with stuff in situations like that.
When it comes to anxiety and depression for you, Angie, was this self-diagnosis or was this diagnosed by a professional?
No, I never went to get diagnosed by anxiety and depression, but by the way I was feeling, I was losing a lot of weight. Yeah, you could just tell. I just felt it, you know. I never even wanted to come out my room. I just used to lock myself in the room and just be by myself. It was a time where I just couldn't even be around my sister. It was just real bad. And I just had to overcome it.
Was Cece aware of this? Were your parents aware of this?
Yeah, I was aware of
she
it.
definitely was.
I would always try to be there for her, you know, comfort her. But like she said, she would just always want to be by herself.
And my parents, like, they know me like the back of their hand, so they used to ask if I was okay and stuff. But
yeah, they used to ask me too. Like my dad especially would like go with your sister, like go with her in the room. But I'm like, she just want to be by herself. Like she would literally tell me like I want to be myself, and it made me sad. Like I was like, but I want to.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying this only about comments and shit like that. It is real life situations too that was fucking with my anxiety and depression. But you know, sometimes all of that escalates and then it just builds up and builds up and builds up. And a human being only could take so much. And if you don't have feelings and don't go through the stuff like that, then I just don't think you're normal. Because we live a long life, and in that life we gonna go through situations, you know, in life, and you just gotta get through it. And I just got through it.
What was your longest battle with depression or anxiety for you, self-diagnosed?
Self-diagnosed.
Was it a month, 2-3 months?
It lasted like a year.
I just recently went through like a little bad stage in my life, and it actually lasted about a year. I actually lost like 25 pounds off of it. So yeah, I had to get myself together. It's like a year finally.
And that was, you said recently, that was 2019, 2018?
Nah, like 2020, 2019, going to 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because this is something that you faced more than once, why no professional help with it?
I just feel like another human being can't tell me what I feel like. Only I know my emotions. I'm living in my own body. Like, and just because I didn't go to someone professional don't mean like I'd rather take people. A lot of people rather would take a person that they don't know because you know you can confide, they won't judge you. I'd rather talk to somebody like I know because you know they know me and they really want. I know for sure she won't ever judge me a day in my life.
Right.
So I'd rather confide in her and tell her how I'm feeling. But I just don't feel like I should run to another person like a doctor or something. Because all they gonna give me is probably pills and something. I don't feel like taking pills and some shit for depression. That's only gonna make me more depressed in my eyes anyway.
But that is also, just to be fair, that is also an assumption.
Yeah. That's my opinion. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You've never tried it to say that.
Yeah, I never tried it to say that, but you know, I've seen a lot of people get addicted to prescriptions or like even like that. So, you know, my family just taught me to stay away from pills and shit like that.
And when it came to coping and getting out of that, how did you do that? Because like you said, there was a time when you lost 25 pounds and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've gained it at this point back.
Yeah, I definitely did, thank God. But
how did you get out of that?
So
that level there in your life?
Right. So I turned to this. It's like spirituality. I can never say that word, but I started meditating a lot. I listen. I like crystals and shit like that. So meditation for real, just clear my mind. Like I like the feel of that.
So you consider yourself at this point spiritual?
Yeah.
Did you ever follow religion at one point in your life?
I believed in God my whole life. I love God. But I just turned to it a little more. You know what I mean?
And what age did that happen for you?
We always been
I've
spiritual.
always been very spiritual. Don't get me wrong, but like when shit started hitting the fan for me, you know, that's what I turned to. But it's like a different thing. Spirituality is different. It's like meditating and getting connected to the earth. That's like that. The vibrations of earth is like more like that, but not really like religion. I wouldn't say. Yeah.
Were you ever raised under a religion?
Yeah, my household was Catholic. I used to go to a Catholic church.
And
a Catholic school, my fault.
Catholic school.
Yeah, Catholic school. And a Catholic church.
Yeah, and a Catholic church.
What's been the reaction from your household to you being spiritual?
They like it. If anything, my family always been spiritual. I mean, you could kind of say like we got into crystals and stuff like that, you know, and lining out your chakras and stuff like that. But you know, they always been spiritual. Like my parents were spiritual. You feel me? So I feel like it just like runs in the family kind of.
Yeah, God first always. I got that. I got a tattoo on me, and God we transfer.
Yeah.
Always gonna put God first. Before.
Yeah, we got matching tattoos. We got each other.
And, okay, I want to ask you this next. When it comes to fame, is that a skill in and of itself?
Sure. I think so, at least. What you think?
I think so, because honestly, you mean like I mean, I think so because
is that a skill or talent at being famous?
You know, I think it is in a way. You know why? Because
it came naturally for us though.
No, he's saying like, is it a skill like?
Because I imagine
I feel like you have to have thick skin to be in the public eye. You know.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people. Not everybody has thick skin. Like one comment might mess with somebody's brain forever. Or like.
And you just gotta learn how to like stay active and stuff like that. Because if you don't, you're just gonna die out. Like somebody could just go viral one time and don't know what to do with it, and then they like died out. You gotta learn how to like engage with. I mean, I guess it's just all about learning.
It's a
and,
learning
like,
process. Yeah.
Yeah, and like engaging with your fans, knowing what to post, knowing what to not post, knowing what you like, you know, your supporters like and stuff like that. So it's definitely just like a learning process for real.
Yeah.
Your brother, I mean, it's safe to say your brother Danny was in the spotlight before you two?
Yeah.
Did watching him help you with that skill at all? Did he help you personally with that skill at all, or?
Yeah, both actually. He helped us personally, and watching him, it just kind of made me feel like what's that called? Damn.
Take your time.
Like it was just natural to me. Like
yeah, because we
weird,
honestly,
like, happened, like,
yeah, my brother, I've been like ever since I've been alive, my brother's been boxing. Feel me? So
yeah,
I feel like we've been around cameras our whole life and stuff like that. So it was just like real natural to us, you know, to just get in front of a camera and like do our thing. You feel me? So yeah, it was really natural.
What's the difference in age between you two and your brother?
My brother,
I think we're 13 years apart, right?
13, yeah, probably like 13.
Wait, are we 13 years apart?
15 years apart.
Yeah, something like that. We're 19 and my brother is 32. And then my old...
I think that's like 15 years, right? I don't know, something in the teens. Up there, that's up there.
And that is your father's voice here to the side of us.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Now, when it comes to fame, is that something you two personally wanted growing up?
I don't necessarily I wanted that. It just came to me, but if it's good to have it, like I said, I'm really grateful for the position I'm in right now.
Right.
But I don't think like
it came naturally,
for
real. Like one day we just, Before it was TikTok, it was Musically.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we always been doing music our whole life, but we got popping on Musically. Like, we used to do dance videos on there, and then when viral, we post them on Instagram.
Even before that, though, like, I kind of knew me and CC was, like, made for the spotlight.
Yeah, we was always on stage performing in every talent show. We used to go to camp, we used to perform. So, yeah, it just came naturally.
Now, it's one thing for people to see you two on television,
Right.
see pictures of you on Instagram, see videos of you on TikTok, YouTube. But it's another to see you in real life. What's the reaction you two receive when people see you in real life?
It's always good reactions. Like, people would just be like, oh my God, you guys are so pretty. I love you guys. And, yeah.
Sometimes people be a little shy, so I'll be having to be like I know this, so I'll just be like, what's that? And then they feel comfortable enough.
Or we even had, like, fans that would just come up and scream. And I was like, oh my God.
Or, like, we walk past, they be like, oh my God.
I'll forget, like, yo, that's...
Oh, shit, that's lit.
Yeah.
Ever had someone cry?
Yeah, actually.
At the New York meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, she was bawling her eyes out.
That shit was crazy. I had to chill when she was doing that.
Yeah, I cried with her, actually. I cried with her.
Is that an awkward situation when something like that happens? Is it flattering? Is it annoying? Is it...
No, I love it, actually. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Like,
exactly.
You feel me?
When people see you two in person, do they think you look taller in real life or shorter?
Shorter. They really, y'all are, yo, that's one thing we always get. Y'all are so short. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I look short in my pictures, though. I don't look tall in my pictures.
So, like...
You could tell we short. Like, come on now.
You're 19 years old at this point. How tall are you two?
I'm 5'2".
I'm 5'1".
Do people ever say you look thicker in person or thinner?
I don't know. I feel like people won't say that in person.
Yeah.
Like, people won't tell us that. I think that's... Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I never got that.
Okay. Now, what type of place do you two get recognized the most? Not an actual city, but type of place.
What you mean?
We don't really, like he's talking about, like, the mall. You saw, like, the mall.
Mall, airport, things of that nature.
Oh, yeah, like, I feel like the mall, we always get recognized at the mall. Like, anytime we step out, I could just go to Wawa, and I just get recognized. Usually, like, when we step out, there's always, like, one or two people that know us.
It's not, like, a really, like, one place.
Ever play it off?
Like, what you mean?
Ever, when someone recognizes you, do you ever play it off? Oh, no, that's not me.
Oh, no, I never did that.
Nah, yeah, I never did that.
Nah.
Kind of tough because you guys are twins.
Yo, I'm done.
What you mean?
It's kind of, if you guys weren't twins and you were just a solo recording artist, it might be easier to play it off if you're in a situation and you don't want to be seen. When somebody recognizes you and say, hey, you're so-and-so, and you'd be like, nah, you got the wrong person. If you were by yourself or solo, you could easily do that. But if you two are together and you're twins, harder. I mean, harder.
Yeah, it is.
No, I never did that. But even if I was by myself and I got noticed, I never did that.
Yeah, me
never played it off.
Sometimes could be a security issue.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I understand why people would do that. But I didn't.
Ever denied, okay, now, you know, when people see each other, they want photos at this point, right, in 2020, but ever denied someone a photo?
I think I did, like, once.
I never did, but the time she did, it was, like, it was understanding because that's kind of rude, but it was understanding for, like, what...
I was just on the rush. I was in a rush, like, I was with my family, and, like, we just had to go. So
and
I didn't mean to be rude. I was just, I'm sorry, I can't right now, you know. I felt bad, but I really had to go.
Did they feel some type of way over that?
You know, I mean, I would feel some type of way. I think the person felt some type of way. I didn't mean it in a mean way. I never denied nobody, like, a photo or anything. So when I did that one time, I felt really bad, but, no, I just had to go. I just had to go.
If that person you denied is just so happening to watch this interview clip right now, would you say anything to them?
My bad. I didn't mean to deny you for a pic.
Now, when it comes to photos, how do you feel if you're out and you're under the weather, you're sick?
Oh, see, like...
Do you still take a picture or no? What's the protocol there?
I just get right through. Yeah, I still take the picture. Like, I'm not finna sit here and deny somebody a picture that, like, really... fuck with me. Like that may turn around and make them never want to mess with me ever again. That's just first of all, I got denied a picture before by a celebrity when I was young at my brother's fate, and I was like, damn, like I didn't even, yeah, I was just damn. So I don't want to be that person to deny somebody.
Because you know how it feels.
Yeah, we was like, yeah.
In any circumstances, like if I don't look good, I'm taking the picture and like I might just do this or something like this, you know. If I don't feel, I'm taking the picture. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Who denied you for a photo?
Ooh, I don't want to say that. That's a lot to say. I don't want to say that.
But how do you feel about this person now that you're older?
I mean,
I don't really
so
care.
Yeah, I don't care because it's understandable.
Because
we was like, what was it, like 11 years old, and
we had the biggest crush on him. He was an actor.
I'm dead. I ain't have a crush on him.
You know how you have a little.
He was in the Hunger Games, and I love to see like the Hunger Games. So he was sitting right in front of us, and we asked for a pic, and he said not Neil, cause he didn't want everybody else to notice him. Which was understandable. So
yeah, it was understandable. But
now that I'm older, I understand.
I never got the picture. He tricked me because I never got the picture, so I crushed my heart badly.
Were you trying to be strategic and wait for things to calm down to ask this person again? Were you like tracking him and were you determined to get that picture, or once he said it?
After that, I was just I didn't even want the picture.
After that, we got a picture with Justin Bieber, so
I
cared away. I was like, and Lil Wayne. I was like, yeah, I just got a picture with 2 top dogs. You tripping? Like, I'm living. Bye.
But at this point, if you ever see Hunger Games again or that movie, do you still think about that time or that moment, or
I don't. To be honest, I ain't really care. I ain't really care about that. To be honest with you, but I still like the movie Hunger Games.
You know, the interesting thing is some people, when they're young and something like this nature happens, right? There's some people that'll never forget that. It sparks something in them when it happens again, or they see this person in some sort of thing. I remember when he did this, or so even the smallest minute details, you never know. Some people do remember stuff like that and can't get past it, and some people can.
No, I definitely got past it, but we brought it up.
Traumatic. It's a traumatic experience for some people, I guess, right? That's the phrase they'll say.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. And strangest place you've been asked to take a photo?
Strangest place? I'm trying to think. I don't really think it was no strange place. Someone asked for a photo.
How about the bathroom?
Nah, I never took a picture in the bathroom.
You mean like they just see us in the bathroom, be like, hey, can I have a pic? I mean,
Yep.
that happened. That happened a few times.
I can't think.
That happened a few times.
Did you end up taking that picture?
Yeah, because it's just like, it's not like we in the bathroom stall together.
Yeah, right.
We just outside of the bathroom, like, ask for it. It'd be like a big bathroom. So yeah, it's cool.
Not awkward?
No, it's not awkward. I'm not like an awkward person or anything.
Before I used to be a little shy. I broke out of that though.
Yeah.
How?
Just like
growing up.
Yeah, just growing up. Just keep doing it. Like, don't come in. Just you get used to it a little.
Now, when it comes to photos, what's the best way for someone to ask you to for a photo?
I don't know.
Just don't be rude. You feel me? Like, I don't really mind, to be honest with you. It's just the only thing I really don't like is like when I'm eating and someone asks for a pic. I just feel like I can never ask somebody for a picture while they're eating, with their family especially. But no, I don't really mind, because people will be like, oh, if you can't, I understand. But
I don't really mind, to be honest. None of that. It don't really bother me.
Any other rules, etiquette, guidelines, do's and don'ts taking a photo with you two?
Nah, I don't have no rules.
Yeah, either.
Come here. Like, I don't have no rules.
Yeah.